They cover all the various aspects of police work with a small group of people. Today, these guys are SWAT. Tomorrow, they're in a patrol car. The next day, they're doing undercover.
All reasons the Pocono Mountain Police Department is being documented by a New York production company with the hopes of being picked up by a major network, namely A&E. The production crew is embarking on their second day of shadowing the police on a day of SWAT training. This is their first stage shoot since they began shooting 2 weeks ago. Retired NYPD police and producer of several shows, Joe Mazzilli, is confident their pilot, currently being called Mountain Force, will show an interesting side of the police department.
And I'd really like to do something other than what you see on television, cops. More from the inside out. To know, the guys are colorful characters, dedicated officers,
Many don't get to take a glimpse into SWAT training, but officers were in rare form today, doing what they do best.
People see what we do and what kind of dangers we face on a regular basis. This is the Poconos. Everybody's still kind of thinking this is a vacation land, and it's different. Any given day we can face what any given big city does.
But officers say the cameras won't stop them from their day-to-day work, as seen with the Copa Bar shooting in Mount Pocono, which happened 2 days after cameras started rolling.
But within the course of a day, they had made a high-speed chase, they had made an arrest, they had done a number of interviews.
With large-scale crime in a small police department, the force hopes this project will help them secure positions and bring in additional funds.
We're going to give back to this department part of our proceeds, and we're going to try to work the budgeting with the network so that this department gets a larger share of the revenue from the show.
The production company has a couple more shoots to do before they put together the official pilot and begin pitching. So far, producers are confident they may have a hit. Reporting in Pocono Mountain, I'm Vanessa Freeman, News 13.
There were just trucks everywhere. It looked like every truck in Monroe County was here.
Brianna Yetter has been running Pleasant Ridge Farm for just 6 months now.
We were so busy and excited, rebuilding everything and redoing the stalls and really bringing this place up to par.
But yesterday that all changed. Firefighters from Barrett Township and Pocono Mountain Fire Companies arrived to the scene around 1 a.m., but it was already too late.
The second floor held hay, which made it difficult. When that collapsed, it fell down on everything and just smothered the fire and made it much more difficult to get to.
The second floor collapsed onto 9 show horses. 4 belonged to the owner, and she was boarding the other 5.
We did attempt to get the horses out. We were unsuccessful at that. It was just way too hot.
Firefighters battled the blaze for about 5 hours. And while they're still investigating a cause, owners think it was electrical.
It was an old building, an old wooden building. They just go up in an instant.
Along with horses, several chickens and 1 pig were killed. The only animal to survive was Prudence, the pig. She suffered burns.
It's tough to think how you're going to replace any of that.
But Yetter says that's pretty much impossible.
You can rebuild barns and get new saddles all day long. You can't replace the talent or the personalities that you had, here in terms of the horses. That's, just can't.
While the loss will definitely put a strain on Yetter's income, she says she wants to start over and will rebuild the barn as soon as possible. For News 13, I'm Melissa Gunderson. Hookah. It's been a Middle Eastern tradition for centuries. Now, thanks to Faraz Mahmoud and his family, you can try it yourself right in downtown Stroudsburg. Here's how it works. Flavored tobacco called shisha is heated with hot coals. It's then cooled by water and smoked through a pipe.
This is what it looks like, and this is what you smoke. It's barely any tobacco in there.
Many of Mahmoud's customers have never touched a cigarette. They feel hookah is a safer alternative because it's made of pure fruit. But that fruit is still soaked in tobacco, and along with additives, it's that tobacco buzz that keeps people coming back.
I feel lightheaded, throat burns a little bit. It's just relaxing. That's the best way to put it.
While a typical hookah session is about an hour long, Amik says he feels lightheaded after just a few hits. So how much tobacco is actually in there?
We use about 15% tobacco to 85% fruit. And since it's vaporized with water, you can cut that tobacco in half to about 7%.
Before taking a hit, the tobacco is filtered through water, which is why a lot of people think all of those harmful ingredients are filtered out. But according to healthcare professionals, that's not the case.
Tobacco smoke is tobacco smoke. You'll continue to get the heavy metals and carcinogens and the carbon monoxide that you would from a regular cigarette.
A single session of hookah has been compared to smoking an entire pack of cigarettes. Like any tobacco product, effects include a range of cancers. And if you're just tagging along, don't think you're in the medical clear.
Smoking is the #1 cause of disease, illness in this country, and secondhand smoke is actually the third.
But even with the health risks, people as young as 18 come pouring into Glare Hookah Lounge. In fact, business has been so good, owners plan on expanding. Soon you'll be able to smoke hookah and eat authentic Middle Eastern cuisine while playing video games or watching football.
We offer something different, and we offer something that you will never forget.
Reporting from Stroudsburg, Melissa Gunderson, News 13.